Sports. It's in the game.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumping. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2009.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. First and 10, here's Mahomes. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mahomes to throw once more. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mahomes to his KC teammate Kelce for the AFC first. On first down, Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelce on the grab. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. Inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the AFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing now is Breeze. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 1 quarter in the books. It's a close game here early on. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He gets it to Thomas. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
We got 4. Go, baby.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Mike, check. 59. Got you, boy. Come on, baby.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the AFC adds on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with an AFC touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score, going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The 2 punters, Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 20! And all the way in for the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 50 yards. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Myers connects on the PAT. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. 1 play, touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Ready, take.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he caught it up. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelsey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the AFC adds on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and through by Myers. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Drew Brees and his NFC teammates set to begin their next drive. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Brees. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we're at halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Brees and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Brees. And complete to Zach Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Brees on the bootleg. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. Again they run with Gurley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
95-56, 95-56. 55.
Now Breeze on third down. It's complete to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Breeze now looking deep for his... And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, 82 yards. And the AFC just continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Myers connects on the PAT. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. It's NFC football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Breeze. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and now a loose football. The ball comes out. And I think the AFC came up with that. They did. AFC football.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Mahomes now to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Extra point up and through by Myers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place. But in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Breeze to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Watch the car, watch the car.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC offense making their way back out. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Myers connects on the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Breeze turns for the NFC first. On 1st down, Breeze. Jones has it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, Nobody